Napoli vs Empoli prediction, team news, lineups. After being held to a frustrating home draw in Europe, Napoli returned to Serie A duty on Sunday, as they host struggling Empoli at Stadio Maradona. In their final fixture before the upcoming international break, the Scudetto holders will aim to improve their patchy record in Naples this season and also keep in touch with Italy's top three. Match preview. Failing to win for a third consecutive home game in European competition, Napoli again came up short on Wednesday night, when they were unable to convert a one-goal halftime lead into 3 points against Champions League rookies Union Berlin. Although in-form winger Matteo Politano put the Partenopei ahead before the break, a spirited Union side equalized early in the second half at Stadio Maradona, where the home team have toiled so far in a mixed 2023-24 campaign. Napoli may be averaging an excellent 2.33 points per game in Serie A away matches this term, but that rate drops to just 1.4 on home soil, as the pressure of living up to last term's title heroics perhaps takes its toll on Rudy Garcia's side. After a 2-0 defeat of Salernitana last week, the champions moved on to 21 points, some 7 shy of leaders Inter. Since Serie A returned to 20 teams in 2004, only one club has gone on to win the Scudetto with such a tally or lower from the first 11 rounds, Juventus. 8 years ago. While Napoli are still strong favorites to join Real Madrid in progressing from Champions League Group C, they have proved unable to repeat their purple patch of this time last year and are yet to truly convince under Garcia. Only Bayern Munich have averaged more shots per game than Napoli, 18.6 across Europe's top 5 leagues this term, but the absence of star striker Victor Osimhen through injury has understandably affected the Campanian club's output. Having lost both matches 2-0 to Napoli last term, with Osimhen scoring the Partenopei's second at Stadio Castellani, Empoli will surely be glad that Serie A's reigning capocannoniere must sit out Sunday's contest. Since taking over from Paolo Zanetti earlier this season, veteran coach Aurelio Andreazzoli has failed to turn the Tuscan club's fortunes around, and after a 2-1 reverse at promoted Frosinone on Monday evening, they have lost 8 of their 11 league games. Empoli have never before suffered so many defeats at this stage of a Serie A season, and on every other occasion they have posted 7 points or fewer after 11 rounds. They have ultimately gone on to be relegated. Entrenched in the drop zone, no team has netted fewer than the Azzurri's meager tally of 4 goals, the most recent being Francesco Caputo's late strike at Frosinone, which ended up being little more than a consolation. A shock 2-0 triumph at Fiorentina, in the Derby dell'Arno, remains one of just 2 victories in all competitions this season, and it would take an even bigger upset to turn over the champions on Neapolitan soil. Team news. As Victor Osimhen is still sidelined by a hamstring injury, having only just returned to Naples from Nigeria, Rudy Garcia must again choose between Giacomo Raspadori and Giovanni Simeone to deputize up front on Sunday. Raspadori should have the edge after scoring in his last 2 Serie A matches, though he has never netted in 3 consecutive league games. Matteo Politano and Ficha Kvaratskhelia would support the Italy forward in Napoli's attacking trident. While Amir Rahmani has been called up by Kosovo for a Euro 2024 qualifier against Israel that was rescheduled for this weekend, fellow defender Naten returns from suspension and should partner Leo Ostigard at the back. Empoli, meanwhile, have Youssef Malé back from a ban, which may lead to a change of personnel in the visitors' midfield. Young Jacopo Fazzini could drop to the bench. Centre-back Sebastiano Luperto, who made his Serie A debut with Napoli in 2015, is one of only 13 outfield players to have not missed a minute throughout the first 11 rounds of this season. Incidentally, captain Giovanni Di Lorenzo is the only man to have played every minute for the hosts. Rising star Tommaso Baldanzi was only fit enough for a substitute role last week, but having now fully recovered is set to start at Stadio Maradona. Napoli possible starting lineup: Merit, Di Lorenzo, Naten, Ostigard, Oliveira, Anguissa, Lobotka, Zielinski. Politano, Raspadori, Kvaratskhelia. Empoli possible starting lineup: Berisha, Berezynski, Ismajli, Luperto, Cacace, Marin, Grassi, Male, Baldanzi, Cancellieri, Caputo. We say, Napoli 2-0 Empoli. None of the last 9 Serie A meetings between these clubs have ended level, with 6 wins for Sunday's hosts and 3 for their Tuscan counterparts, and a draw is not the likeliest outcome on this occasion. Although Napoli have been short of their best on home turf, Empoli do not travel well and concede goals at an alarming rate on the road. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.